Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. And the Seminoles will kick it away to start us off. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So Stanford's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes the quarterback. And one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
They're testing the right side here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Florida State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. When you have a weapon like this on the outside and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Going downfield for the big play. And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. He's loose down the left side. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Stanford quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to run it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Now on the option. The pitch. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Wide out in motion. The lone back's got it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Going over the top. And he hauls it in at the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
Across the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, no! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. second down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Feeling some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He's got him this time. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. He's going to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Church. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Using his legs, it's Allen. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Utah has the lead right now, but this Rice-Eccles crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by just 2 over USC. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding, offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lets it fly. Got his man downfield. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to scramble. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. And the Knowles are rolling down the field. They're going to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger.
24, Stanford 13.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
On second down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Looking for space, it's Allen. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
He gets a block. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much heats up everything gained by the punt. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sideline, it's Petty. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he tacks on the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 1. Brings up second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Palo Alto as we say hello from our broadcast studios. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It is, he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Keeps it on the bootleg. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game. That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Gets it to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down.
Second down.
They'll run play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Looking to pass on second down. Finds a man on the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
This defense came into the game knowing they could not give up explosive plays. The secondary is going to have to do a better job in coverage, and now they've got their backs up against the wall in their own red zone.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown Seminoles! And the route is on.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to USC. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
He finds his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after that completion. Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's into the open down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Stanford!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot. The flag is down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. He's going to take off. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the tailback. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. A huge play is coming back because of the penalty. Of course, the defense says you wouldn't have got the huge play without committing the penalty. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a man. They're working that left side. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. The Noles line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wide receiver shows motion. On second down, he'll fire. Touchdown, Noles! And the beatdown has ensued. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys,
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. Stanford lines up to punt it away.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
you can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the offense. Wants to throw on second down. And wings it incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Off play action on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's looking on the right side. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Comes out throwing on first down. Release to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Line getting set on second down. Looking to throw it again. Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Trying play action. Short throw to the sideline, complete. He steps out of bounds with the first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And these defenses put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to.
Touchdown, Cardinal! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is running away with this one today thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up by 35 over LSU. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
The play action fake. Sends it downfield. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
27.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either
Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. So they got the score. The lead is still 18 as they prepare to kick off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring.
He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He'll take another shot here. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up